In the last video, I showed off the smoke bomb. I think it still works. It whenever you drop it, it spawns all these particles and it gives you invisibility for about 30 seconds. So you can use this in a group setting. It's only for players, not pets or mobs or anything. So it helps out when you're in a group in a dungeon. You could plop it down, and then everybody around you is going to get the particles, and they're all going to go invisible. Aside from that, let me get some bucket real quick just to get rid of it. There's the invisibility cloak, which is this one is like singular. This is a single player thing. Also useful in dungeons, mostly for PvP or like sneaking around. It gives you infinite invisibility, but it gives you a milk bucket. That way, whenever you want, you can get rid of your invisibility. Next up is Hunter's Glare. By the way, both of these are epic. The last one from the last video was rare. This epic spell, the Hunter's Glare, whenever you throw it down, it spawns all these particles, and it gives you speed and night vision for 2 minutes. Make it my bucket. Next up, we have Cursed Wrath, a legendary spell. The first of 3. This one, it gives you poison and spawns these red particles. It gives you poison, but it also gives you strength 4. The poison only lasts about 20 seconds, but the strength lasts about a minute. So I feel like it's a good trade-off. You take a little bit of health and you're able to annihilate anything in front of you. Next up is the Red Pearl. This is more of a healing spell. It spawns that particle trail, but it doesn't give you strength. I don't know why that's still there. I don't think I drank the milk bucket, but it gives you regeneration 2 for about a minute, and health boost 3 for 2 minutes, which, by the way, that's like 6 hearts. So whenever you plop it down, you'll be getting 6 extra hearts on your health bar. Let me get rid of that. Next up is Warrior's Might, another legendary. This one gives you haste 2 for a minute and speed 1 for a minute. Aside from spawning the fire projectiles, which look cool. For these last 2, I am going to need to find some subjects. So I will be going down here, spawning some mobs. Let me get a spawn. Let's see. A wolf and a skeleton, right? For this first experiment, right, for the trauma shock, what it does is it gives slowness and weakness to all mobs around you or anything that's not a player. Wolves like to kill skeletons, right? They like to fight. But if I drop this down, it spawns all those particles, but it gives everybody slowness 10 for about 10 seconds. And it gives everybody weakness 4 for 10 seconds. So even actually no, I don't think it's 10 seconds weakness. I think it's a bit longer. That way, even after the slowness, you can still go up to those same enemies and like fight them. After that, by the way, these 2 are, I'm pretty sure, Mythic. Yeah, Mythic. So this last one, the Skulk Blast, gives you resistance 4, and the reason why is because it spawns live TNT. Not even just TNT, TNT minecart. So this is gonna make an explosion that's pretty big, and it's gonna kill. So that's the reason why it gives you resistance, because you don't want to go dying just because you used the spell. So here goes. If he could stop moving. And yeah, you can see you get regeneration 4 for about 10 seconds. And Jesus, that's a pretty massive explosion. Yes, you'll be able to use this inside dungeons. Yeah, the dungeons themselves can regenerate. Like I'm gonna make a command that like rebuilds the explosions that happen, or like any blocks mined, which I guess could be exploited, but don't worry about it. You know, I trust my players. And it also gets rid of it, like the Skulk Blast. It gets rid of the spell, so it's like a one-time use. I'm thinking of maybe adding a few more commands so that it gives it back to you, like after the explosion, it'll spawn a new one in. Uh, until then, these were my, I think, what, 8 more or less spells that I've made in the past few hours. Well, that's it. Hope you guys are enjoying these creations I've been making. Have a nice day.